So let's move on to answering a call. What would you do when you're actually getting a phone call to you? So here, everything you're going to see with the code samples is everything's pretty much the same here, with importing in the namespace, the ribbit.com.ribbit.api.star, setting up your Ribbit request object here, and also we always keep it the same, so basically your ID is your request ID here. Same thing with logging in, Ribbit server connected. We covered that with the earlier ones. Here's the cool feature and method or event that's going to be coming in. Is called incoming call. Really, this is all you need to set for listening for a call coming into your Ribbit phone here. Your application's just going to be sitting there listening for it. It's really, really cool. So we're going to do that with call a function called handling incoming call, and also pass in the event, which is a call object. And then we have the same things here, the disconnected and call hung up functions. So we just basically set two variables here, just the incoming call as a call object, a private as or an active call as another call object there. We do our login functions and our server connected just like we did before. And so here, we're actually just the function for incoming call. We're listening for the event to come back, which is a Ribbit request event. That gets pulled back to us. And we're going to set that incoming call variable to a call object, and take the event.data and stuff it into the call object there. We have a text area that's going to display our caller number. Some of the things that we're kind of working on that you'll see a little bit later on is we can go out to your Ribbit contacts and then see if your contacts actually have any information with that number, and so you can load in the contact information when that incoming call comes in, so you could display their photo or display information about them, so it's not just a number coming in. You could actually see their name, almost like a caller ID type thing that you could have there. Then you're going to have basically just the answer button and ignore button. And what we do with the answer button is just going to call this answer call function. We're going to set the active call to the incoming call. So we can basically just stuff it into there, and we have it active for us. The request.answer call, that's the function that we need to go ahead and tell the server, hey, yes, we want to pick this up. We don't really want to ignore it. We want to go ahead and talk and everything like that. And basically the buttons you'll see change, and that's how we just do it there by saying their enabled property. Now you could also ignore the call. Basically send them straight on to voicemail. You don't have to answer their phone call, or you don't have to let it ringing or anything like that. You can just go ahead and push it off to ignoring it. And so here again, we just call the Ribbit server with the request.ignore call function. Send the incoming call that's there, which is the call object, and we'll send them straight to voicemail. That call object will obviously go and populate some of your voicemail information, and you'll see that with the message list and how all that kind of gets displayed. And then we have call disconnected, so if we did answer the call, we're going to, if we hang up or the other party hangs up, we'll get that event fired back to this application that, hey, this call has been disconnected, and so we need to run some type of event. And also call hung up. All right, so let's go ahead and see this in action here. All right. Cool. So basically now, since I called my phone, now I got my number and I can call back. Since I didn't recognize it, I usually don't answer phone calls I don't recognize with the number, so I'll just go ahead and give it a call back. So easily just call your purpose number. This is the purpose number that you get with your developer account. And you see here, it shows up, and you see the number. I can answer it now, or I could just say, hey, ignore it. I don't want to talk to him. I'm in the middle of a demo. I gotta, keep demonstrating stuff here. So, yeah.
So what happens if you get an incoming call and you're on a call?
And you're on a call? Basically, it'll just go straight to voicemail. So.
With Without
The-
even notifying you that there's no
Yeah,
follow-up?
yeah, really it's just handling one-to-one connection right now. So you can't have multiple connections there. So.
Where do we get our number from?
It should be in your developer account. When you go to your developer page, you'll see an area on there that says purpose number.
And I don't suppose there's any functions in the API to like provide us a ring sound.
A ringtone?
Yeah.
We're actually going to kind of get into that a little bit later, but you can. And that's actually through the Flash API. So as you're getting an incoming call, all you need to do is set a ringtone sound and set that through the Flash player as like a sound channel type action, and you can play that.
Don't provide us any.
No, we don't provide you any type of ringtone on the Flash side. Is that something that people would be interested in? We're always open to ideas and
I mean, if there's just
different
like a
things. So,
default sound that we can use or something.
right, yeah. There's nothing that gets pushed through as a sound file to your application from the server. So, but we're going to get into a little bit actually later on about adding sounds. So we'll kind of get into that and see how that works. Cool. Any other questions on making a call and answering a call? We're going to kind of get into some contact stuff now. So, yes.
Is there a way to automatically forward a call to a cell phone so that somebody calls the Ribbit phone number that they forward?
A call forwarding control type thing. That is in the process. It's not built into this 2.0 framework or API, but yeah, that is definitely in the process. And I don't know if everybody heard that question or understood. It's basically taking an incoming call but then passing it on. Dan, did you want to say something about that? Yeah, yeah. So hopefully we'll get that out to developers real soon. So you can basically take a phone call, pass it on to something else, say back to your cell phone or to your Skype or some other platform that you want that to be call forwarded to. So, cool. All right, so we're going to move on to some contact stuff. I think that was one of the last things that Chuck demoed, or Chuck talked about with the API here. So contacts is really just straightforward. It's your contact book, your everything you want to kind of keep about your contacts. And also, when you're getting an incoming call, you want to go probably just pull out some of your contact information and load it in as if that number is registered in your contact list there. So pretty straightforward again, namespace. We have our Ribbit request object up here with ID of request. Logging in, the Ribbit server connected after we log in. And all we're really doing here is doing a contact added event. We're just listening for that event to come back for us. Once we've actually sent the contact out to the server, when it's been added, it will get that event back. And then also user summary loaded. That's one of the first things we're going to load up. I don't know if you saw the object before, but basically it holds all of your information, like how many missed calls you have, how many contacts you have, just a total summary of what your user really has. So we have our login, our handle server connected functions. And then here we're going to add a new contact. And we're just going to, we have a little form here. Let me go ahead and get this up here so you actually kind of see what it looks like first. So all we just have is a nice little form. First thing we'll really kind of see after we've logged in is how many contacts we actually have. And then we can just enter in anything that we want to here.